Okay, welcome back to DiceTillDawn and my top 50 of all time. Okay, now we are on to 20 numbers to numbers 11, and we are getting to my absolute favorites here. And there are some surprises for myself here also, and I guess the first one could be Forbidden Desert. This is the Finnish version, so don't be weird, but I don't think about it. It's just a Finnish translation. So this is basically the pandemic formula or the Forbidden Island formula in a game that's, I guess, best of those three. In a way, I just really enjoy the game. It's always fun to see the sand shifting and the board is changing, and it's still easy to set up again. So you just get these sand tiles, you shuffle them, make the grid, and then take the other tiles and take your pawn and put it on there and shuffle the card decks, and you are ready. No different weird setups, and it's very challenging once you get to the higher levels. So you can really try your best to even beat the game, and it's just great fun for me. So Forbidden Desert. Then we're on to number 19. This is one of my favorite games. This is kind of my Ticket to Ride, I guess. I absolutely hate Ticket to Ride. Sorry for all the Ticket to Ride fans there, but I really hate that game. But this, I like some of the things in it. I like the in Ticket to Ride, I like the taking one of the cards and trying to make the set to make the train, but someone always gets there before me anyway. But anyway, I like some of the aspects of the game, even though I hate the game. This game has all the good things and more, and none of the bad things, and that is Torrent Taxis. Yeah, I know what you're thinking, what is it doing here, but this is actually one of my absolute favorite games. As you can see, it's number 19. This is actually the expansion box, but the whole game and the expansion fits here, so it's half the size of the normal box. The expansion is also great, but I won't go into that now. But I now have two boards to play with, and yeah, I guess you can say that this is bit of a multiplayer solitaire, but there are aspects once you know the game that you see that he actually needs that city and it's now available, but if I clear the board it will be gone and stuff like that. So you can really do what your friend isn't doing, or there's shitty bonuses from the same, or the region bonuses. You can see that your opponent is close to the bonus, so if you are also, you can try to push it faster so that you get the bigger bonus tile and stuff like that. But yeah, if you like Ticket to Ride and looking for something similar to it, I can highly recommend Torrent Taxis. It's a much better game in my opinion. Without being, it's like, I don't really know, but it's great. And then we're on to number 18. Sorry, Seven Wonders, and this is just oldie but goodie. Well, not that old, but anyway, I have almost all of the expansions except the last one, and rarely get to play this, sadly, because I hate the two-player variant. There's just no game there for me, and then with the more players and my usual player group usually tend to play a bit harder or tougher or heavier games, I guess. So this rarely gets played, even though I really like it. I like building the civilization and seeing it grow. And that's Seven Wonders. And then we're on to number 17, and my worker placement. I really like worker placements, and there are quite a few on this list actually. And this is my second worker placement, I guess, from the list, maybe third, sorry, and that's Russian Railroads. This is just interesting. Very tough to do well, but very easy to get hundreds of points. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous to score 300, 400 points, but it still works in this game. I don't know why, but the combinations and combos you can set up if you once you know the game are just amazing. You can just get these turns where you score 70, 50, 100 points in one turn and get to do like 4 actions once you have completed that combo. And there are nice components and great worker placement, and there's nothing but things to like here. So if you like worker placements, be sure to check out Russian Railroads. Then we're on to another solo game for me, and that is Sherlock Holmes Consulting Detective. Choose your own adventure kind of thing, where you're trying to solve these brutally difficult cases better than Sherlock, and I guess that's it. Thematic really draws you in. I usually reserve 3-4 hours to play this game, maybe a glass of scotch with it and some candles, and I'm really ready to delve deep into this world. I still have some cases left, but then I have to start looking for the expansions. Hopefully some are reprinted soon so that I can get my hands on more content, because I really love this game. Okay, then we're on to number 15, and this is one of my favorite semi-cooperative games. New this year, well, I think I got it December last year, but that's Dead of Winter, the Crossroads game. This is basically Walking Dead, I guess, as a board game, and this is more about the people than the zombies. The zombies are just a problem you have to deal with, but they're not the main thing here. The main thing is that you try to cooperate with your friends, but they all have their different objectives or goals, and there could be a traitor amongst you, so that's even worse. Could be working against you and stuff like that. So I just really like this game, and great stories. The Crossroads cards are magnificent because they really fit the thing that is happening at the moment, so that's why they are great also. But Dead of Winter. Okay, then we're on to number 14, and Memoir 44 by Richard Bach. Yeah, more historic flavor, I know. I just totally love this game. I actually had an amazing game last year, I think, at some point with my friend. We were playing the Finnish Winter War scenario. I have the Eastern Front expansions here, so we were playing the spirit of the Winter War with my friend, and the Finnish Keep Warriors, led by me, actually won 7-6, and we both enjoyed the game immensely. And there are a lot of expansions, a lot of things. I'm looking forward to buying the breakthrough maps at some point, or another base game and the Overlord to actually play the mega scenarios. But you can't go wrong this game if you enjoy the World War II historic feeling, and a nice head-to-head war game, which is very easy to learn but still has nice points. Yeah, it's very abstracted in a way and very simple war game, but that's what makes it very accessible. So Memoir 44. Okay, then we're going on to a game that isn't so accessible, but still an epic experience, and that is none other than War of the Ring. Yeah, this box is already amazing, and well, this is Lord of the Rings in a board game. This has everything from the movies or the book. More likely the book, I guess. And for 2 players you could play 3 or 4, some weird things there, but I think 2 versus 2 would be nice. I haven't managed to play that yet, but basically it's a 2-player game still, but I would gladly play it with 4, because there's so much going on that it would still be very interesting. So the board is about the size of the shelf, I guess, and has 200, 300, 400 minis here. I haven't painted them yet, and it's brilliant. I don't know how they managed it, but all of my games always go down to the wire, where it's just maybe next turn the other player could have won, or this turn the other player wins and stuff like that. It's just weird because it's just such an epic and big game and has so many moving parts, and still it manages to make it very interesting and very thematic down to the end. And I don't know how they did that, but it's just awesome. So that's War of the Ring. Okay, we have 2 left of the top 20. And the first one is new to the list, and Pandemic Legacy. So, what can I say about Pandemic Legacy that I didn't say in my final thoughts? Not much. So if you want more, check out my thoughts on Pandemic Legacy, but this has been one of the best gaming experiences of my life. And the base game is nice, so that's why it's also, but I do enjoy Pandemic the Cure maybe a bit better as a base game, but Legacy is Legacy. And one more game, and again I think you've seen this somewhere, and that is Robinson Crusoe Adventures on the Cursed Island. And again, great as a solo game, but also great as a multiplayer game, and very very thematic and story driven, gives you amazing things happening, and just absolute greatness here, and very hard also. There's a lot of game in here. Each of the scenarios could be a game in themselves, for example, so you can't go wrong with Robinson Crusoe. Worker placement kind of cooperative game. Okay, so that was up to number 11, just missed the list, Robinson Crusoe there, the top 10. But next time it's on with the absolute best of the best and my top 10. See you then.